Alrighty. About to get it together here. Trying to get positioned here. Just trying to finish up some brows. You guys, I'm just catching in the tail end here. Alright. Hello, hello! How are you guys? So I went ahead and just for time's sake, because most people are interested in how to figure out how to do some eyes, I went ahead and put on my base face, and I'm just finishing up my brows. And I'm getting a little bit better with these brow techniques. So something you want to do with brows as you're wrapping up your brows is you want to go ahead and go back in. I'm using some concealer to clean up underneath my brows and just make the lines look really, really good. Hey, Donna. How are you? Alright, so we're just cleaning up the brow a little bit because I didn't want you guys to have to wait. I'm getting better at this little ombre. I'm practicing, you all, on my brows. This is something I want to master. Hey, Donetta. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, I'll get back to you shortly. Hey, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, y'all are coming up fast. Everybody's coming up so fast. I can't catch everybody as fast as they're... Hey, Thomas. How are you, buddy? Hey. Hey, Ashley. Hey. So, again, what we're doing right now is just cleaning up this brow area right underneath the eye. I've actually already put on my eye primer, and you just want to create a nice flush line under that eye. So I went back to using on my brows a brow pencil to start, and then I've been filling in some with a powder, and I fill them with the pencil, and then I darken up on the outer edge here with a little bit of a powder. So okay, so we've already cleaned up the brow area here. I'm gonna go do just a, I know this is kind of angled down, but when it's up, I can't, all your all's comments are in front of my face, and I can't see. So I know this is a weird angle, but you guys bear with me because I'm trying to figure this out. My stand is a little tall. My chair is too short. I just need to order a chair that sits up a little bit taller, okay? So just bear with me. So we're going to contour out here. I'm going to go a little bolder with the contour than I normally do. This is actually Malibu bronzer, which is the darkest shade we have. And I'm going to go ahead and contour out here a little bit and put on a little blush. And then we're going to take off on this Amethyst. I'm so excited about this series because, what is it they say? Diamonds are a girl's best friend? Well, I'm a gemstone girl. I like gemstones. Now, don't get me wrong. I like diamonds too. And diamonds are my birthstone. So, we're not going to neglect the diamonds, but we're going to do... I've got so many fun looks in this series. Like, I've got so many looks that I want to create in this series. Like, this whole series could literally go on for 2 weeks. So we can do it and try to do it all, or we can just get tired of it and go to something else. But there's just so many looks. There's so many gemstones out there. Today I started researching it because, you know, everybody has the typical ones that you like rubies and emeralds and diamonds and sapphires, right? So I want to try to branch out. I know diamonds are good, girl. That's right. Bling bling. The diamonds are the expensive one, but the gemstones are fun, right? They're the ones with the color and the pop. And look how crazy I look right now. Do you see how crazy I look? So funny. I am crazy. I look crazy because I am crazy. Okay. So this morning, I kind of like doing these in the morning because I can kind of do a test run before I teach you guys in the evening. So that way, if it looks like crap, I can do something else. So I'm using supported blush. That's what I used this morning. This was actually a limited edition blush that was only available last month. It is so gorgeous. It's got a sheen in it. See, it's got a lot of illuminator in it. So these new blushes that we have, that we just came out with, has a lot of illuminator in them. So if you can't afford to purchase an illuminator and a blush, just get the blush. Look how pretty it is. It gives you that rosy glow. I love it. I love it. Okay. 2 weeks. You're peridot. Okay. So Valerie's a peridot. Hey, Carrie. Hey. How are you guys? Hey, is it Lasha Renee? Is it Lasha Renee? I don't know if I said your name right. Hey, hey, hey. What is your color, Donetta? Everybody shout out your birthstone color. Can you order you a primer, Carrie? Yes. Send me a private message so I don't forget. I will order you a primer. I've got some orders actually that I need to put in here tonight. I'm kind of slowed down for the moment. Hey, Joyce Smith. How are you and your lovely husband doing, Timothy? We miss you guys. So I'm going to blend a little bit here because I look crazy. Donetta's a garnet. Okay, which is January, right? I'm kind of into this stuff, these whole gemstone things. Okay, we're going to get right on this eye look very shortly. Aquamarine. I don't know what month aquamarine is. Aquamarine is kind of like a topaz, but it's lighter, right? It's a little bit lighter. I don't remember what month that is. I'm not really good. Aquamarine. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Haven't heard from you in a while. How are you? Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so let's get these eyeballs done. I have already primed my eyes. Let me tell you what, guys. Primer is key for your eyes, and the primer that you use on your eyes is a little different from the primer you use on your face. It, yes, does the same thing, but this primer is a little stickier, okay? It's going to cause that emerald. I like emeralds too. March is a light blue. Okay, that must be the aquamarine. Anyway, the primer is going to help your makeup stay on all day. So if you wake up in the morning, this is Tip Tuesday, so we're going to throw out some tips while we're at it. If you wake up in the morning and you feel like that you're kind of looking good when you go to work, you're like, man, my makeup is like on point today. And then about halfway through the day or by the end of the day, you get home and you start looking at your makeup and you're like, dang, what happened? I thought I was looking pretty good this morning, but I ain't got no makeup any makeup left on. I look like a hag. Well, you didn't use primer, okay? That's what primer is for. Primer, especially on the eyes, is going to make your eyeshadow stay put. And primer on your face is going to make your makeup stay put and keep it from kind of melting off your face. It's gonna hold it there, okay? So that it doesn't look like it wipes off all day long. All right, so let's start on these eyes. I'm going to use our Deluxe brush, which is one of my very favorite brushes. This is what it looks like. And we are going to have some fun with palette 3 tonight. So, if you already own palette 3, you can get an Amethyst eye, okay? Because this is basically products that are purples and pinks. So, what I did, we're going to do a little different today than I did. We're going to start out with what we call the transition area, which is this middle area here. So, we're going to use Tickled, which is this baby pink right here on the end. We're going to go ahead and put that in the transition area, which is right here in the crease, pretty much. And if you have, I will tell you this, when you're applying eye makeup, this is the biggest problem that people have is with eye makeup, right? So if you have like, let's say you have like little to no eyelid, okay? Your upper lid is drooping and you can't see any of this. So if you lose all of your crease, you want to go up just a little bit higher to the brow to capture some of that transition color. So that's just a little another tip for you this Tuesday. So I'm also going to jump in and say, I'm going to spoil a little bit of a surprise because I asked all of you guys to make some suggestions as to what you thought I might use as some of the gemstones for this whole series that I'm going to do. And I'm going to go back on that post and I'm going to see who posted earlier today, and I'm going to do a little bit of some kind of giveaway here in just a little bit. So I actually have some stuff in my makeup trunk. I have full-size products in my makeup trunk that I just maybe, you know, divvying out. So when I ask you to participate on stuff and then you jump in here on a live, you might just get a little something special from me. If you participate, because I like it when people talk back to me, like not in a bad way, like in a good way. I want feedback. I want to hear what you have to say. So participate, please. I like it when people participate. Okay, so we're working on getting that tickled. Is periwinkle a gemstone? I don't think it's a gemstone. It's a color. I like periwinkle. Periwinkle is like a lavenderish color. There are some lavenderish gemstones out there. If you actually go onto Google and look at all the gemstones, I was floored. Honest to goodness, I bet you there were like I don't know, 50, maybe more. Some I didn't even know, had never even heard of. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. And I mean, I'm talking about colors way outside of just birthstone eyes. I said eyes, outside of birthstone colors. Okay. How do I wear a black shirt and not blow my face out? What do you mean? I don't understand. I didn't get it. Alright, so let's go back in now. And what I'm going to do is I want to fade this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're going to blend this up just a little bit. I want it to look lighter. I don't want it to look the same color. Okay, so I'm fading this in a little bit. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out my crease brush. Let me find it. Where's the one I used this morning? Because you know it's going to have some purple on it. And we're going to jump right into Cheeky, which is this purple color here. Hey, Leanne. November's gold turd. Yeah, Miranda, that's my dad's. It's kind of a yucky color. It is. I know what you're saying. It's not the funnest of colors. Okay, so we're going to get in the crease here with Cheeky, okay? And we're going to kind of, we want to savor some of that pink, right? So we don't want it to be all purple. I'm just going to tighten up my lid here so we get a little bit of this Cheeky in up here. But we want to savor some of that transition color. And what I did today was I actually dragged this crease color. I'm sorry, your transition color is your pink. I'm just dragging this down. Dragging. Is that a word? Dragging? I don't know how you would do a pearl. I have some ideas about diamond, which is not going to be an easy one. But that may actually be one that I'm going to attempt. Is a diamond one. So we are dragging this Cheeky down onto the lid, but I don't want to go too dark with it. Okay, so we can still see that pretty pink transition color, and we've got this Cheeky in the crease now, okay? Okay. I don't know how we would do pearl, Christina. Hey, hey, hey. All right, so let's go ahead and match this other side up. So we're going to put this Cheeky color. It's not a cheeky color. It is called Cheeky. Right in the crease there. And these crease brushes are great. They're kind of a little bit stiff, and they make it really easy for you to get your color down there. And then we're going to drag this across the lid some. A really pretty light purple on the lid. Actually, I like the way this is turning out better this evening than what we did this morning. That's why it makes sense to practice, right? Okay, so let me go back in here just a little bit more and fill this in just a little bit more. So now I'm going to use a little bit of this flippant, this color right here. I'm going to use a little flippant, and I'm going to add a little bit of that to the lid as well. It's got a little bit of a shimmery purple to it. A little flippant. Alright, let's keep doing that. Okay. Now, yeah, you could probably use iridescent. That's an idea. I didn't think about Leisha. Oh, okay. Leisha Renee. So it's all one word shoved together, but it's Leisha Renee, like 2 words. I see it now. I see it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to take this color, which is called, let me turn it around so you all, this is Irate, okay, this black. I'm going to take this black, and if you notice, I am not swirling my brush. I am patting this brush. So we're going to take this Irate, and we're going to hit this outer corner in a V pattern. You see how I'm kind of going in a V? It's what we call the outer V. And we're kind of throwing that Irate in that corner there. I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. Darkening that corner up. So let's get that corner darkened up over here as well. And then we're going to go back and start blending everything and filling everything in. Okay. So now it's time to blend. So what I like to do is go back in with the original cheeky color here in the crease, and I really want to darken that up some. Okay. So I gotta ask this because this is like my favorite right now. I'm not a huge fan of TV, my husband is, but who is like excited for This Is Us tonight? It's like my favorite show ever. I've never had so many emotions when I watch one show as when I watch that show. That show makes me so emotional, and I'm so attached to that show. I feel like those people are my family. It's crazy. So I'm going back in now with the Tickled, and I'm going back up in here with the pinks, and we're blending this down some, okay? We're softening these lines. So let's get out the blending brush a little bit now and start to blend. You refer back to these when you do your makeup? Well, that's funny because one of the girls on my team actually did a look similar to this, and I was looking for something this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, Kelly did this awesome look with palette 3. I can use that for Amethyst eyes. Let's go back and at least look at it. So that's what I did. So, okay, we're just using this blending brush, and you just want to go in little circles and get all this blended right in together. So we're just pretty much softening down this look. Now, after we do this, we have a few options of some things that we can do. One of the things that I'll do is definitely highlight the inner corner of my eye. Now, using a color from the palette is always a good thing, but I really like using Iridescent, which is our highlighter in the corner. Okay, so we've got some purple eyes going here. Not as bright purple as it seemed to look this morning, but either way, it is still a smoky purple eye. Now you can go back in here and come back up a little bit on this outer transition area and blend this up just a little bit, and I kind of like the way that looks. So we're going to go right here in this transition area right here and blend this in just a little bit more. And then you can go back in with your blending brush and soften it down a little bit more. Okay. Oh, you like these colors on my skin and hair? That's not even the right brush. Where'd the brush go? There's the blending brush. Alright. Green eyes always wear purple well. So if you have green eyes or hazel eyes and you haven't put purple makeup on your eyes, it's a must. It's going to really make your eyes pop. Okay? I love purples. I know you do too, Leanne. Alright. So now let's get a liner on. And this morning I used black. I rarely use a black liner, but that's what I used today. So let's go ahead. You can use a liquid if you like a liquid liner. That is fine. I'm just going to use a pencil because that's what I used this morning. You could use a purple. Don't be afraid to use color on color. Okay, so we got a black liner on. If you actually line the insides of your eyes, you can do the inner waterline or underneath. It's really going to give you a smoky eye look. And we might just do that tonight just to create a different look, because I already have the picture from this morning where I did not do that. So let me sharpen this really quick. I'm having some problems with my allergies too today. You have dark brown eyes. So brown eyes can typically wear any color. Blues, purples, greens, whatever. So I'm going to put a little bit of this black liner on the inside of my eye, and it's going to give me a dramatically different look. If you have small eyes, okay, I would not suggest that you put eyeliner on your waterline, because what this is going to give you a dramatic look. If you want to make your eyes look bigger, you want to use a white eyeliner on the waterline inside, because what that does is it creates more surface area, more white in your eye, and it's going to make your eyes look more open and bigger, okay? So that's another tip for your eyes. Okay, so we went bold tonight. I usually don't go this dark with liner. I'm trying to connect all this up. Woo! Kelly McDaniel would be proud. Alright, so, you like that? I don't usually go this dark, right? This is really dark for me. So let's put on some mascara, and then we're going to top it off with a lip. And I actually had on a purple dress today, so I did a really bright purple lip. Oh, no, the 80s, I mean, the lining of the inside of the eye, Tracy, that never really went out. It's not something that's ever really went away. It may have lost some favor, but there's still lots of people that line the inside of their eyes, so you can totally do that. My eyes look crazy. I'm not used to looking at my eyes with all this eyeliner on. I usually like a little more of a natural look on the bottom of my lashes, so I don't tend to wear a lot of eye makeup under my eye. Now, one of the other things you can do, and we can do this real quick since we're talking about it. First of all, let me go back and grab my iridescent, my iridescent, because I want to hit that inner corner of my eye. So you want to create a little bit of a highlight on this inner corner of your eye. Now, you can go up here to the brow, right underneath the brow, and it's going to highlight up here as well. So you can put a little bit of highlight up there, and it's going to create more of the brow bone is going to stick out. So it's going to, I'm trying to think what it does. It just causes that area to be more prominent. So you can put that in the brow bone, and then we're going to do a little on this inner corner, and I kind of like to go a little bit crazy with it. Alright, then the other thing you can do, I like this brush. This is an e.l.f. brush. I got this at Target, I think. It's got a clear end, and it's called a smudge brush. So the end of it is kind of a little bit hard. You can actually take a little bit of this purple, and you can drag it under the eye as well. So you can really smoke up those eyes if you really want to go with a smoky look. So I'm showing you how to go from a more simple look to a more smoky look, just by using your little smudge brush. Now they're really getting dark. I love the smudger. The smudger's a winner. And now I got purple all over my white smudge, and it's going to make a mess in the morning, so we're going to have to clean it. I'm going to leave it out there. Okay, so now we're really, really smoked up. Smoky, smoky eye. I know, Kelly would be so proud of me. All right. You think the bottom lining makes my eyes pop more? You like my eyes like this? I just feel a little overdone. Like, I like a more natural look. I mean, this is not something I wouldn't ever wear. But for everyday look, I like something a little natural because I think it makes me look just a little younger. And we're all about the youth, right? All about the youth. So let's get this mascara on here. This is the Epic mascara. I love our Epic mascara. This is the One Step. Woo, we're looking really, really smoked up now. Smoky, smoky eye. So I'll do a side-by-side when I'm done of the more muted version of this with the more smoky evening version. So the nice thing about this is you could wear the more muted version during the day, which I done. And if you're going from a day to a night look, and let's say you want to do like a leather jacket and some jeans and you're going out on a date, you can bump this look up by just smoking up the eye a little bit when you get home. So, okay, what is the iridescent that you use called when looking to buy it? Oh, the iridescent, this is our a la mode powder luminizer. I prefer the powders. I absolutely love them. Keep in mind right now, our powder luminizers are sold in a trio, and that's only for this month, and they're on sale. So if you're wanting a good luminizer and you want to try a couple different types of mediums, we have a liquid, we have a powder, and a cream to powder. And the cream to powder, what I like about it, which is my second choice, I'll show you that really quick. It comes, it comes in a stick. So here's, and it is huge. This stick is huge. I mean, it's going to last long time. It's a big fatty. Okay? So, you know, you can use it to kind of highlight the top of the lip and you know, the edge of the nose here, and you can stick a little highlight up on the cheek. up in here. We'll get these eyes done eventually, guys. See how that looks? And you just kind of smudge it in. And that's going to give you that really pretty highlight. You see that? Which we've got a lot of highlight in this blush, but you can highlight all those little areas with these cream sticks as well. So we'll rub that in just a little bit. But I tend to like the powder because I can get in the corner of my eyes. I can use it as eyeshadow. I can add it to a lipstick to give it a sheen. There's just like all kinds of things we can do with that powder. And I feel like it's probably the most versatile. But anyways, that's my choice. Everybody's different. Different strokes for different folks. That's why they make it in 3 different mediums. Everybody has something they like, and everybody buys different stuff. Lupe, if you're still here, I think you bought the cream. If I remember right, I think you did. I think you might have even bought the cream in 2 colors. Do you still like the cream? Because the nice thing about the cream is you can mix it in with your foundation, and you can actually give yourself an all-over highlight. So I will tell you, if you're looking into a color for an all-over highlight and you're a white girl, a really white girl like me, you want to get Benevolent. Benevolent has like a yellowish, goldish glow to it. It is absolutely stunning. I love that color. I like using this iridescent though, if I really want to like put the glow on times 10. Because it's really, you can see it's really super white. Super duper white. Okay. These eyes are done, honey. These eyes are done. We've got a lot of eye stuff going on here. Alright, let's get on the lip. This morning I just threw on any old lip liner, but today I'm going to use, this is Posh. I would probably use, hey Andrea, you like the cream and the powder? You mix the cream with your moisturizer? Oh my god, that's a great idea. Did not think of that. So it kind of cuts it and thins it down. And it's not tinted, so it doesn't change the color of your, I'll get it out in a minute. What am I trying to say? The illuminator. Every time I say illuminator, you know what I think of? That Britney Spears song, but instead of womanizer, I think luminizer, luminizer, luminizer. Love it. It's funny. Alright, so today there are like a plethora of colors that we have in our beauty arsenal for like a purplish or a pinky or a berry lip. Excuse me, Rebel, but I went with Swagger because I had on like an electric, no, we can't play ball right now because I'm live. I can't be your playmate. Okay. So I went with Swagger, which is, no, I'm not playing right now. It's an electric purple, so I'm going to throw that on. Swagger, I know, Rebel. Like I'm his pet or something. I don't belong to you. You belong to me. I feed you and keep you warm, so you need to stop. Okay, so this is purple, okay? Like crazy purple. And like when I got everything done today, I was kind of like, okay, this is like a little off the chain. And now I'm like looking at this eye and I'm like, this is really off the chain. So I'm going to show you a secret, okay? If this is over the top for you and you can't wear all of this, obviously you can do a more muted color on the lip, okay? We have lots of colors out there. Loaded is a color that I would do. Affluent would be great. It's like a light mauve color. And then we have all these awesome splash liquid lipsticks. And Sentimental, Stately, these colors that are like these pinky berries are also a good option. Excuse me, just ate pizza. But this is what I did this morning, and who would ever think to put a Lucky lip gloss over top of this? But let me show you what happens. Lucky, I don't even like this color. I usually don't even wear this color, but this is what I liked. When you put this Lucky lip gloss over top of this purple, it kind of takes a little bit of the sting off that purple. So this is what you get. So let me see if I can straighten this up. Let you guys look. Okay. So this is it. This is a amethyst eye. So once again, if you have green eyes, this is an amazing color for you to wear. If you don't have a berry or a pink or a purple in your beauty arsenal for fall and you have green eyes, please, please, please contact your unique presenter, whoever you purchase your products from, and get up with her because you need purple in your life, okay? Purple is going to make your whole face, and I don't care what color your skin tone is, and I don't care what color hair color you have. If you've got green eyes, when you put on that purple against those eyes, your whole face is just going to go, pew. Everything's going to explode, okay? And you're going to be like, man, I'm feeling this today, this look, okay? So let's go back and recap exactly what I did, because there's a lot of people who don't want to listen to all of my rigmarole, and that's fine. But we're going to give you the good stuff, and you can just slide through to the end and get the goods, okay? So what I did was I always wear moisturizer. I put on primer. I put on setting spray, and you want to finish with setting spray. The reason you want to finish with setting spray is because that is going to bind all of your makeup together and it's going to make it stay put. Now, if you sweat and you start to have sweat run down your face, you go to yoga and you're really sweating, okay? That makeup is not going to run. You're not going to see streams of makeup. You're going to see streams of sweat, but your makeup's going to stay put unless you start to rub it, okay? If you start to rub it, it's going to start to wear off some. But if you can keep your hands off your face and not rub your face like a crazy woman while you're at yoga, you'll still look fabulous when you leave. Okay, enough of that. So we sprayed the face. Then I used taffeta foundation on my face because that's my perfect shade. I'm going to be jumping back to velour in the winter. Don't forget, around October the 1st, we're starting to lose our color. So ladies, you need to graduate back to a lighter shade of foundation because as your tan fades, you're going to look like you have a ring around your neck, okay? We don't want that, okay? We want you to look very natural. We want you to look flawless. Going on, I used concealer under my eyes. I used it down my nose, in the center of my forehead, and on the ball of my chin. I use Scarlet to highlight, and I always use a little blending bud. When you press, use a pressed blending bud into your skin. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd you go? I have a purple one. Just for amethyst eyes, right? So when you press into your skin with a blending bud, you're going to minimize the size of your pores and you're also going to get the maximum benefit out of the makeup and you're not going to use as much, okay? Purple's going to be big for winter too. Purple is always a huge color for winter. So moving on, I went ahead and did my brows. I used the medium brow liner and the medium brow palette, darkening up from about the middle out because your natural eye is going to get darker from as it goes out to the tail. I used a Malibu bronzer on my contour lines, and I also used supported blush, which has a gorgeous highlight in it. You can see it there. It's not available anymore, but we do have Secure and Spirited this month. That's in the customer kudos. If you order the customer kudos, it's free this month, free shipping. Moving on, we started off with this eye, okay? So we did every single bit of this with palette number 3, okay? So with palette number 3, what did we use? So we started out this pretty pink that's in the transition area here. We did the whole crease of the eye and the transition area in Tickled, this baby pink. Then we jumped right into the deep, deep crease with some Cheeky, which is a dark purple in this palette. Then we went ahead on this lid area and I used a little bit of Flippant, which is the lighter color beside of the Cheeky. We jumped on into the outer edge here, in this outer V area. We used Irate, which is the black. Who would wear black shadow, right? Then we decided to bump up the game and we decided we were going to blend all that down, and I decided to go with a smoky eye. So I used a little bit of Cheeky and Flippant mixed and took my smudge brush and drug that on around. I used a black liner, which is perfect. The name is perfect in the Unique world. And then we topped everything off with 3D Fiber Lash Mascara with one base coat of Epic Mascara. And to wrap everything up with a lip, because you all know that I love lipstick. It's probably one of my favorite products. I ended up using a Posh liner, but Air Pompous liner, I can't find mine. I've lost it. I don't know where it's at. It is a good berry color, but Posh did a great job tonight. We're going to wrap it up with this lip trio. I used Swagger lipstick, which is an electric purple, and it felt a little bit bold. So if you don't like the electricness of it, take it down a notch or two with some Lucky lip gloss. and just tame it down a little bit. The other option is if you don't like the electricness of Swagger, you can use Ambitious, which is a nice deep berry pink. It's like a very, very berry. So that is it. That is the look of the day. This is Amethyst Eyes. And I haven't really decided what I'm going to do tomorrow, but we're going to continue this Gemstone Eye series, and I've got all kinds of goodies in store. So I'm going to go back to my original post from this morning, and I'm going to see who posted, and I'm going to announce a winner in this link here as to who I'm going to give something to, okay? So I've got some blending buds. I've got full-size products I can give away. I'm just going to have to go dig around and see what kind of fun stuff I've got. And we're going to do a little something something for participating. So tomorrow, when I ask you a question on my post, when we have the look of the day, everybody's going to participate, right? And you can even get maybe some help for sharing. That would be really, really great because I can use all the shares I can get. All right. Well, you guys have a great night. I hope you enjoyed the look. I hope you learned a couple things. And if you try this eye out, post it on my wall or at least in the link where I did the amethyst eye, because I'd like to see what you guys come up with and see what you all can recreate. So thank you for joining tonight. As always, this is Leslie signing off for the Cosmetic Clinic. And if you like what you see, the link is at the top. It's www.sassylashdog.com. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow night for a new look. All right, bye.